Everyone, welcome to the show. So, support for Elon Musk and his Doge boy band is plummeting. And it's not just Democrats who have an issue with this whole unconstitutional fake government agency. So, I'm going to share some details about the polling and what Trump voters are actually telling news outlets, also what they're saying in some online posts. So, in an Economist YouGov poll, this was conducted between February 23rd and February 25th, they asked respondents which government agencies should be expanded, which ones should just be left alone, remain as they are, and then which agencies they would like to see either reduced or completely eliminated. Of the 20 agencies that they listed for these respondents, DOGE was the biggest loser. So take a look at this graphic. The maroon color is the respondent's desire, or represents the respondent's desire to completely eliminate an agency. And then the red color indicates that they want that department to at least be reduced. 29% said they want DOGE completely gone. They want it eliminated. And then another 8% said, yeah, it should be reduced at least. So that was more than any other government agency in this poll. So the government agencies that DOGE is doging, that they're getting rid of, those are the ones that are more popular than they are. And then only 21% of these poll respondents said, oh, actually, no, I'd like to expand DOGE. I'd like to give them more power. So that was among the lowest 5 out of the 20. So here's one of the reasons why it's so unpopular. I mean, you guys know a lot of this, but in this same poll, they asked these people, are you concerned about Elon Musk and DOGE trying to benefit, Elon Musk? Is he trying to do some self-dealing here? The answer was pretty much a resounding yes, because 57% of people, so almost 6 out of 10, said, yeah, I am either somewhat or very concerned about Musk self-dealing, about his conflicts of interest, and him just lining his own pockets. So only 30% of these respondents are basically uninformed morons who are gullible as hell and believe whatever's put in front of them, and obviously watch Fear News Network religiously, because they said, 30%, no, yeah, not too concerned, or I'm not concerned at all. So that's the polling, which many people on the right will try to wave away and, oh, it's fake news. Well, you know what? Out in the wild, there's plenty of Trump supporters who are not happy about this. So again, it is not just Democrats. So here's what Trump voters are saying. There was an article published, this was in the Los Angeles Times, some other news outlets picked it up, but they spoke with a researcher, and this person had been with the Department of Agriculture for 10 years. He didn't want his name to be published because he said he hopes that maybe he can get his job back. But he told the news outlet that he was fired because he switched to a different position. So as I've explained to you guys, technically these people, if they switch to a different position, even if they get a promotion, if they're doing such a good job that they get a promotion, they are automatically considered to be on probation. So that's who a lot of these people are that are getting fired by DOGE. So this guy admitted that, yeah, I voted for Trump in 2 out of the past 3 elections, but he is not happy with the way things are going. So, I mean, obviously lost his job, not too happy about that. But he told the LA Times, quote, instead of being focused, this is just going completely off the rails, chopping and slicing up parts of the government that are protecting Americans. They are just in the shock and awe mode with no concern about all the damage that is being done. No one is asking how they are going to put all this to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. And this man specifically mentioned Elon Musk as a problem. He said that he is disturbed by how much authority Trump has handed over to Musk. And then the journalist also spoke with a Georgia resident. Her name was Jocelyn Stewart, or is Jocelyn Stewart. She was also just fired. She worked at the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. And Stewart also voted for Trump, but she voted for him 3 times. She voted for him in all 3 elections. And she said before 2016, she had always voted for Democrats, but Stewart said, I felt that they took my vote for granted. She also said she had hoped that Trump would bring about a change in the government. Obviously, not the change she was looking for, but she told the LA Times that she believed that the Trump administration, what they would do is, they're going to fire some people, but she thought they would just go for the people who were already maybe close to retirement and push them into early retirement. She also thought that they would fire people who were underperforming. And unfortunately, that was her in their eyes. So now Stewart is also complaining about the way this whole thing is being handled. She said, quote, "Layoffs aren't easy on anybody, but there has been zero compassion for anything or anyone in this process. A lot of these federal workers are doing good work. Please just show a little empathy." And she blamed Musk as well. So along with that other guy, she is blaming Elon Musk. Stewart told the Times, quote, "I would love to see Trump remove him and put himself back in complete charge. I believe it's going to ruin his presidency." And then Stewart also refused to blame Trump when she was complaining about the job market and inflation, which, what is the date again? Could have sworn like we were going to get rid of inflation. We were going to lower the prices on day one. Seems like it's March now. Yeah. So anyway, instead, this woman blamed Republicans, would not blame Trump. And she told the reporter, quote, "There is still a problem with jobs, having enough higher paying jobs and bringing down the price of goods and services that normal Americans have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. There has been nothing done on that, and that's where I am really upset, probably even more so than losing my job." Yeah. So here's the thing, and I have more to share with you guys, and I have a bunch of online clips and comments that I took, but I almost think, I think this is why Trump is doing it this way, because he figures, okay, I'm going to set Elon loose, and if he does things that are really popular, I will take the credit, right? Because I'm the one who brought him in. I'm the one that set up DOGE. I'm the head of the government. But if Elon screws up and it's not popular, then Trump is going to just distance himself and he's going to throw Elon under the Trump train. And he's going to pretend like he had nothing to do with it. This was Elon's fault. And, I was busy running the country. I didn't know he was doing all of this and hurting so many people. So it's a win-win for him in his mind. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that easy for him to disassociate himself from what DOGE is doing, but he can try. So anyway, those were a couple of Trump voters. And you guys might recall, I'd shared in one of my Trump regret videos, there was a BuzzFeed news article where they were asking people, what is your red line with Trump? Like, what could Trump do to lose your support? I shared a couple of their answers in the Trump regrets video, but I hadn't shared this one yet. So this one person said that Trump would lose their support for, quote, keeping Musk around. So again, these are Trump voters. These are people who did vote for him in this last election, and they're saying, no, Elon is a bad idea. And I'm seeing more and more of this. I'm seeing more and more comments about Musk and DOGE, all in conservative online spaces. So, I mean, obviously in liberal spaces too, but where I'm lurking, I'm seeing these. So a person posted on Reddit, quote, "I was an Army officer. I learned leadership. A key conservative principle is to show respect for others. Only then can you motivate people to willingly make positive change. The government isn't Twitter, where you have one app running on a bunch of servers. It's just gross that this freak out of South African, freak of a South African, 13 children by 4 different women, all of whom he has abandoned, is sending this to people. Musk is not conservative. He is a radical oligarch. He is affecting people like my friend. I'll call him John. John served for 20 years, deployed for 3 years to combat zones, retired as a lieutenant colonel. He then worked in defense logistics, long hours for over a decade, ensuring that our warfighters had what they needed around the world. He was just recruited for another position and has just been axed because he was probationary because he switched agencies. But people here cheer because Elon, the autistic narcissist, is running rampant. So, yeah. Again, that was in a conservative space. That was a conservative poster. There was also a Twitter post. This was a woman who wrote this. She tagged Trump, or at least I think she tried to. I don't know if she actually used the right tag, but anyway, she also tagged Elon Musk, and she said, quote, "My daughter is losing her job thanks to DOGE. I voted for President Trump 3 times. My daughter is a hard-working, excellent worker for the Manistee National Forest. She doesn't work for DEI. She runs the office. I'm pissed. It's not right." What is it that these people think DEI means? Like, I see this so many times in these posts where, oh, she's not DEI. She doesn't work for DEI. Like, DEI is not a government agency. DEI is not like an entity. Oh my God, these people. Anyway, another Twitter user also tagged Trump, but they actually did it like it was legitimate. And this was on February 22nd. This person posted on Twitter, they wrote, quote, "I voted for you 3 times, 3 exclamation points. Why are you allowing Elon Musk to abuse federal workers? DOGE doesn't need to fire 200,000. They just need to fire 1. I don't know what that means, if they mean like fire Elon. But anyway, it goes on to say, "We are not the deep state. We protect this country with technology. If you continue down this path, this country will have no future." So again, 3-time Trump voter. And then yet another person tagged Trump and Musk on Twitter, and they said, quote, "Imagine voting for someone to have a better economy and affordable life. Instead, you get a douchebag who takes people's jobs away, destroys what's left of the economy, and micromanages your every move. Such a disappointment you turned out to be, Elon. I regret trusting you." And if you guys have been following my Trump regret series of videos, you know there are many, many more like that. So people are hating Elon Musk right now and DOGE, and this is across the board. I mean, this is like, you know, how the whole Luigi Mangione thing brought the country together. This is like how the Katie Britt, you know, teenage drama queen teenage drama series and audition went. Yeah, I mean, there's few things that have brought the country together like this. So let's give Elon a standing ovation for that, shall we? Yeah, good job, Elon. Everybody hates you. Everybody. Anyway, I will let you all know if I hear more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.